Good morning, children. Welcome to the English class. Today we are going to focus on spelling bee. You have spelling bee this year like all the other years, but this time we are going to have spelling bee online, and so the format, the way we are going to conduct it is going to be a little different. So today we are going to talk about spelling bee for you all. You know the chapters and the chapters also from the other subject, from English as well as other subjects. So questions will be based on words and meanings from these chapters. Now the highlights of this online spelling bee will be, first of course it is going to be an online test, and the first round is also going to be the final round. That means we are going to have just one round and it will be of 30 marks. So you all are going to get 30 MCQs. Each MCQ will have 4 options. You will have to read these 4 options and click on the right one. So this is the only round which is going to be conducted, and the winners will be decided on this round, on your performance in this round. Now, what types of questions will be coming in this type of spelling bee? That means online spelling bee. You could get a question where you will have to choose the correct spelling. 4 spellings will be given to you, which will look almost correct, but then maybe instead of EI you may have IE, instead of OA you may have AO. Something will be wrong or there will be an error, and out of these only one is going to be correct. So you have to choose the one which is correct and leave the rest which have errors. Then the other type is going to be choose the correct word for the meaning given. From the word bank or from your science book, maths book or SS book, we can give the meaning of any word. And after giving the meaning, we'll have 4 options. The correct word for that meaning will have to be selected by you. 3 meanings, of course, will be wrong and one will be correct. So you have, the meaning will be correct, 3 words will be wrong, and 1 word will be correct. So in the second time, you have to choose the correct word. Now the third type is choose the correct meaning for the given word. So a word will be given and 4 different meanings will be given for that word, and you will have to see which one is the correct meaning for the given word, and then you have to select the meaning. Now the questions which you get will be selected at random by the computer. The computer is going to select the questions randomly. So you do not know which type will come to you. You must prepare for all these. That means correct spelling. You have to learn the meaning of the words, and you have to learn to give words for the given meaning. So you should prepare all these 3 types. Now, when you are learning spellings, some children find a little difficult to learn spellings, and some children can learn the spellings very easily. Now I'll give you some tips for learning spellings. The first one is that when you have a long word, you should break it down into parts and then learn these different parts. For example, if you have a long word together, you can break it into three parts: to plus get plus her. And it will be very easy for you to remember to, which is just TOGET, get, and her, HER, and then put these all three together and you get together. Similarly, you have the word benefactor. Just divide it into two or three parts. Some children may want to divide it into two, so you can get Beni, BENE, plus factor, FACTOR. A child may wish to divide it into three, so you can have BENE plus FACT, fact, plus OR. So benefactor, you put all these three together and you get this word. You can do this for all the words which are long and you find them difficult. Then the second way is you can use sentences. You can frame some sentences, meaningful sentences in your mind to explain the difficult part of the spelling of a word. For example, you have island. Now, island you may find difficult. Some children may find difficult. So you can just frame a sentence in your mind like the one which is given here. An island is land surrounded by water. So is land, when you put together, you get island. And you know the spelling of island. The second one is in the word separate. Many people find it very difficult to remember whether they should have E or A in the middle. That is after P. Should they use E or A? Now there's another sentence, a meaningful, which will keep this thing in mind and you can never make a mistake. There's a rat in separate. A rat is ARAT. So you know after P you should have ARAT. So it is A in the middle and not E. And you get the correct spelling. There are some more ways in which we can learn spellings very easily and fast. Then the next one is there are some rules, like you have in many words you have Y. So if it is a plural word, then I have to change Y to I and add ES. You have similar rules for many others. So you can learn a few rules which will make it very easy for you to learn spellings. Then there are some commonly misspelled words, and the word misspelled is also one of the words very commonly misspelled by children. So you have to learn these commonly misspelled words which will make your work easier. Then make a list of the words you have trouble spelling. Some words you learn fast, but some words you have a trouble learning those spellings. So you can make a list of those words and focus your energy and time in learning these words which you find difficult. Then sometimes you need to find out the origin of the word. Like some word may have originated from Greek, which we are using in English, or from French. We have done certain exercises where we have words which have originated from Greek or from French, and we use them in English. So sometimes if the word has an origin in some other language, it is good to check that and remember that. That makes your work easier. Sound it out, sound them out letter by letter. This again is very important. Some words you need to learn by sound, so you can say the word loudly and then you can say the sounds letter by letter. Like you must have seen small children learning cat. They say k, a, t, cat. They learn it by sound. And then later on they learn C-A-T. K, A, T is then changed to C-A-T. You may also find this useful in learning some longer words. You should say those words, remember the sound of each letter, and this will help you remember spellings. You can also draw a picture in your mind of certain words, or you can draw it on a piece of paper and learn it. You can have mind pictures or a real picture or a real drawing. For example, if you find that balloon is a little difficult to learn, you can just draw a picture and then balloon looks like it has two balloons in the middle. So you will remember that it should have double O in the middle and also double L. Sometimes it helps to draw a picture in your mind. Then of course, whenever you are free, you can play word games. Now you can play word games online, or you can play those games like Scrabble and word making, and so many more are now available which will help you in learning spellings. Because you want to score more, you have to learn spellings and find out new words, and this is going to help you in learning spellings as well. So I'm sure if you remember even a few of these steps, you are going to find learning spellings very easy. Now, how to learn meanings. Spellings, of course, I told you the ways in which you could learn spellings. But then meanings are sometimes very long, sometimes very difficult, and sometimes we cannot connect the meaning to a word, and so we write the wrong meaning. Now, what are some of the ways in which we can learn meanings? Of course, is we have to use a dictionary very often, because a dictionary has meanings for all the words. Whenever you are reading a story book or a course book or any magazine or newspaper, etc., you should have a dictionary on the table. And whenever you find a word which you are not sure about, you should look up the meaning in the dictionary and learn that meaning. Now, the second one is you should learn to put the words in context. That means a word may have more than one meaning. So you have to learn to use the meaning which is used in that context in the chapter or in the poem or in the story. So you have to learn to use or put the words in context. Then you have to learn words from real life situations by hearing or listening to someone talk, by watching a movie or even a program on television. You can even learn words when people are conversing on the streets or in the classroom. Then you have to understand the meaning rather than mugging up. Mugging up is just learning it without understanding it. Then if you forget even one word in the meaning, your meaning may be wrong. So if you have understood, then you can write it in your own words. You don't need to write it word by word. You can write the meaning in your own words and it should be correct. Then you can learn by association. If suppose you don't remember a word, you can associate it or you can connect it with something you know, and then you will remember. For example, if there is a quality, the quality may be sympathy, which you don't remember the meaning of. So you could connect the word sympathy to a figure, a well-known figure like Mother Teresa, or to your mother, and then you can remember the meaning that she cares for others, she has feelings for others, so you will be able to remember. And of course, the very important way is to learn the word, use the word after you have learned the meaning of that word, and practice using it more and more when you talk, when you write. And the more you use this word, the better you will understand it, and you will be able to write the word without any mistake, and you will remember the meaning also very well. Now I have a few practice exercises for you, and the words which are given, you have to look at them properly, because you may feel all the spellings are correct, or two spellings are correct, or maybe three spellings are correct. But as I told you, we are going to give you only one correct spelling. So you have to look at these words, remember the word which you have learned, and then find out which one is the correct one. So the first practice exercise is on choose the correct spelling. I'll read you the spellings. You have to tell me which one you think is correct. The first one, A, leopard, Leopard, B, Loepard, C, Leopard, and D, Lepard. Now I've read the four spellings. You can also see them. Which one is the correct one? Yes, the first one, Leopard. Now the second one, sieving, Seiving, B, Sieving, C, Seving, D, Sieving. Now this you have done in your science. Which one is the correct one? Yes, Sieving. Now the third one, successor, Successor, Successor. C is Successor, and D, Successur. Which one is the correct one? The first one, Successor. Fourth word, chariots, Chariots, B, Chariots, C, Chaaariors, and D is Charrriots. Which one is the correct one? Chariots. That is B. Sorry. Now the fifth one. Pollution. A, P-O-L-L-U-T-I-O-N, B, P-O-L-U-T-I-O-N, C, P-O-L-L-U-T-T-I-O-N, and the last option D is P-U-L-L-U-T-I-O-N. This one is very easy. Which one is the correct one? Yes, the first one. P-O-L-L-U-T-I-O-N. Now in this type of exercise, I have taken words which were quite easy, but you may get any word from any lesson which we have told you, you can get the words from. So you have to read these lessons properly and also learn the word meanings from the word bank, as well as if you have a definition in your science book or madam has explained the meaning of any word, you should know. Now the next exercise, practice exercise 2, is choose the correct word for the given meaning. Meaning is given and different words are given. Of course, one is correct and the others are wrong. Now let me give an example. First one, what is the word for the process of conversion of water into its vapors? When the water gets converted into vapors, what is this process called? A, condensation, B, precipitation, C, evaporation, D, decantation. Now, what is the correct word for the process in which the water gets converted into vapors? Yes, this was very easy. It is evaporation. Evaporation. So you will have to click on evaporation. Now, what is the second one? What is the correct word for strong and healthy? The meaning is strong and healthy. Which one out of the four given means strong and healthy? A, timid, B, robust, C, boast, D, renowned. Now, which word out of these four means strong and healthy? The second one, robust. R-O-B-U-S-T. Now, the third one, which word means the process of calculating the total of two or more numbers? This is very easy. The meaning may make you think it is difficult, but it is the very easy word. First, subtraction. Second, multiplication. Third, addition. Fourth, division. Now, when you calculate the total, that is, when you add two or more numbers, what is it called? Yes, very easy. It is indeed addition. So addition is the correct answer. Now some more examples. Now this time you have to choose the correct meaning. You can get the word and you may have to choose the meaning like we are doing now, or you may get the meaning and you may have to choose the word. The first one is, what is the correct meaning of scarlet? A, bright green, B, bright red, C, navy blue, D, sea green. Now this word is very simple. In which chapter did we read this word? Yes, the first one. the cranky macaw. Now, what is the meaning of scarlet? It is bright red. So, option B is the correct one. Second question, choose the correct meaning of churning. The word is churning and you have to choose the correct meaning of the word churning. A, process to separate butter. B, process to decant clear liquid. C, process to separate grain from stalks. And D, process to remove impurities. Now, which one is churning? A, process to separate butter. Now, the third one of this type, what is the correct meaning of the word evidence? A, spoof. B, proof. C, group. D, troop. Now, when you have this word evidence, what does it mean? If you said spoof, you would have been wrong. Group, wrong again. Troop, wrong. So, what is the correct one? Evidence means proof. Now, I think you are clear about the type of questions you could be asked. So please read all the lessons properly. You will be knowing most of the spellings, but if you think you have difficulty in some spelling, you try to make a list of those words and focus on them more. The ones you know, you can just read them once and then learn the meanings of words as well as the words for the meanings. Thank you, children. Till we meet next time with another interesting topic. And all the best for your spelling bee competition. You must participate and try to do your best. Thank you, children.